PAX has come and gone, and man, it was an awesome weekend. Check out my vlog to see more visuals on what I got up to, but I wanted to highlight the top 10 games I experienced at PAX. Coffins. Everything is truly better with coffee, and that includes games. An idea generated by the Sweet Bandit devs as they were play fighting with coffee at work, Coffence is a fencing-inspired title influenced by fighting games and twin-stick shooters. It impressed me immediately with its playful visuals, smooth animation, and fun premise, and it helped that I beat my husband 2 rounds in a row. Hit the coffee out of your opponent's cup, catch it in yours, and be the first to 7 points. With up to 4 players, these rounds will get crazy. Coffence is now available on Steam in early access. A Case of Distrust. Smooth and stylized, A Case of Distrust is a detective mystery text adventure set in the Roaring '20s. Originally written as a full novel, developer Ben Wander realized to make it more engaging to audiences, something more interactive must be done. This game is the result. The writing is smart and engaging, with twists even in the first 5 minutes of the demo that made me laugh out loud. The menus and interface look simple, but the transitions bring the story to life, and it does not feel like your average text adventure. A Case of Distrust will be available sometime in 2017. Wandersong. An adorable indie game about saving the world through singing, Wandersong was probably one of the cutest games at PAX. You're not a hero, you're a bard, but somehow you are put in the position of having to save the world through learning and singing the mysterious Earth Song. Singing in the game works much like playing the music in Ocarina of Time, with a little bit of the DDR rhythm mechanics mixed in, and the game addresses both audio and visual elements. You don't have to have the volume turned up, but you can still play the game using colors as an indicator for what notes to sing, but you'll want to play this title with the sound on. Wandersong's release is anticipated for early 2018. Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. I actually got politely asked by the volunteers of Where the Water Tastes Like Wine booth to leave because I got so sucked into the gameplay I lost track of time. You're a person who's made what seems to be a deal with the devil, and your job is to now travel the country to collect and distribute stories. On the way you encounter some other travelers who you end up sharing with and getting to know, as well as hearing how your stories have taken on a life of their own over time. A game with incredible writing, a bluegrass soundtrack that I'll probably end up purchasing to listen on my own road trips, and a muted art style that conveys the historical time period, this is a must-play. Get ready for your wandering to start later this 2017. Lightfingers. What do thieves do in their spare time? Why, I played board games about thieving, of course. Lightfingers was a complete surprise for me in the best way possible. It's a little meta. With up to 4 other players, you play a board game focused on acquiring as much loot and treasure as possible. The game alternates between exploration and movement rounds and dungeons, and the dungeons will bring out your extra competitive side as they work almost like a Mario Party minigame. Thieves must run through obstacle courses to get to the end first and to get the treasure. The catch is that any thief not in the running works as the hand, trying to impede thieves from their goal. This will be a great game for a night with friends, or at least people you don't mind getting into a few friendly arguments with, and Lightfingers is anticipated for a Q1 2018 release. West of Loathing. You couldn't walk more than a few steps at PAX without hearing about West of Loathing, and for good reason. This game, made by the creators of Kingdom of Loathing, is probably one of the funniest games of all time. The wordplay is witty and not overdone, the visual jokes are spot on, and your character starts as one of 3 classes: Cowpuncher, Snake Oil Charmer, or Bean Slinger, and it's up to you to set the internal motivation. Want to seek fame and fortune? Find adventure in the Wild West? Or just escape the doldrums of a farm? Either way, the main joy of West of Loathing is in its almost Skyrim-like format. There are side quests on side quests for you to enjoy and expand the shorter main campaign. West of Loathing is out now. Ooblets. If you're looking for a game that would be able to take the place of both Animal Crossing and Pokemon in one fell swoop, look no further. Ooblets almost hurts to look at, it's so adorable, and while you can't hear it, this sound design only amplifies the cute. Battle Ooblets, little creatures that you grow in your garden, make friends, and enjoy dance moves as a part of your daily Ooblet life. The developers are aiming for a 2018 release. Battle Chef Brigade. As Nina, a young chef who's recently matriculated into an intense cooking school, you'll be fighting in match 3 puzzle-solving your way to cooking victory and Master Chef status. You'll feel like you're playing a fighting action anime game 1 second, and then the next you'll be dumping ingredients collected into a pan and matching the appropriate colored, flavored icons to make a dish that'll impress your judges and beat your competitors. Expect your cooking journey to begin holiday season of 2017. Legrand Legacy. After wishing there were more traditional RPGs out for Western players, the devs of Semisoft decided to take matters into their own hands and create one themselves. What we have now in Legrand Legacy is the result of that decision, and it looks beautiful. Legrand Legacy has a complex plot that includes political intrigue in saving the world, an interesting cast of characters, and a unique battle system that forces you to pay attention more than the average JRPG with time button hits. The estimated release is September 2017. Frostpunk. Made by the developers of This War of Mine, Frostpunk will be one of those games that takes your heart and squeezes it slowly. Or maybe, more accurately, it'll freeze your heart because you haven't harvested enough coal for the generator. Like This War of Mine, Frostpunk is a management game, but the scope has widened. You're now responsible for providing resources and the means for a population devastated by the Ice Age to survive. Even more deeply, you're responsible for reestablishing the norms and laws of society, and this is where it gets interesting. Questions like, will you allow child labor, are the kind of conundrums that this game provides, and has you determining the new direction for humanity. How will you choose to survive? Find out in the second half of 2017, since that's the anticipated release of Frostpunk. As always, there were too many games for me to say in just one video. These were the 10 that really stood out to me in terms of when I played them, but of course there were lots of other games that I loved, so be sure to check back next week for some more indie game highlights. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and click subscribe so you'll be sure to get some more from my channel. And I will talk to you guys next time.